Alright, we are going to switch it up today a little bit because a driver's life is not all about the truck items. It's also about the technology that you use to back yourself up, because quite frankly, we live in the age where technology is important. So today I'm going to demonstrate. We're going to swap out the RAM cards on this older Panasonic Toughbook Commando Edition and give it a little bit of an upgrade, because you want something that's got the power to work in today's market, but also is durable enough that if it goes sliding off your seat and hits the dash, that it doesn't break. So my choice on that was the Toughbook, because quite frankly this thing will fly right through the front of the truck before it manages to actually break, or at least that's been my experience so far. But it's not really running today's full specs. I mean, if we take a peek inside here, we only got 4 gigabits of RAM, and that's just not going to work. We need something a little bit more heavy duty than that. And unfortunately, they're a little bit stingy about actually telling you how to do this, because if you go on the various forums of the subject, well, they tell you where one of the sticks is, but they don't tell you that the other stick is locked in underneath this heatsink. So to be able to actually change out both sticks of memory, we then have to take out this little heatsink, and definitely want a magnetic tip screwdriver on this one, because otherwise you drop a screw in here, that's going to be a bad day. Yep, just like I just did. With a magnetic tip though, we can get that out of there. So your first stick pops out like so. My fingers are a little bit fat for this, but you know, that's such is life. Can't have everything we want. And then there's the second stick of RAM, and I will exchange that with our new RAM cards. Now this is old, outdated tech. I believe they call it DDR3 or some nonsense like that. Personally, I don't actually care. I just want the computer to work in today's day and age. So, DDR3 is fine by me, because I'm not using it for gaming or anything, hardcore like that. All I want is to be able to watch some movies, deal with documents, emails, or 8cons, your typical stuff that you get to deal with here in your day. Because, that's the other fun part, is dispatching for trucks is now more dependent on technology than it used to be, so you need something. But I'm not going to go ahead and say that we need the latest and greatest, because the latest and greatest doesn't exactly work with bouncing down the road. It can actually be quite catastrophic. So we just put this back together though the way that we took it apart, and we will now double our RAM size. It'll be fantastic.